His Twitter handle reads, Real Deal Beal. Now, one of the top Gators in the pros has the Real Deal meals in mind at his old school. Bradley Beal is funding upgrades to the Florida basketball facility and putting his name on the Bradley Beal Fuel Bar, a corner of the UF weight room devoted to food and nutrition. The NBA star spent just one season in Gainesville, but it's pretty clear Gainesville means a whole lot more to him. Beal was first All-Team SEC in 2011-2012 and drafted 3rd overall by Washington later that summer. He's been a Wizard ever since and is averaging over 30 points per game as he enters the season. And from one Bradley to another, Lakers guard Avery Bradley will not rejoin his team for the rest of the NBA season, citing the health of his 6-year-old son. Liam Bradley has a history of struggling to recover from respiratory illnesses and would certainly be at risk within the Orlando bubble. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has maintained it won't be considered a breach of contract if any player decides to sit out the restart for health concerns. It's an unlucky blow to the Lakers, who lead the West at 49-14. Bradley has started 44 games and averages 8 points. The Lakers will be allowed a replacement, and J.R. Smith is that candidate. Good luck. Okay, now that we've got a 60-game Major League Baseball season implemented by Commissioner Rob Manfred, what exactly is that going to look like? Here's a breakdown, and hold on to your hats, because it's going to be something wholly different, okay? Play begins July 24th with a universal DH, 30-man rosters for the first 2 weeks. The trade deadline is August 31st, and the schedule consists of primarily divisional play. Any interleague play is going to feature teams in close proximity. If a game reaches extra innings, both teams will start their at-bat with a runner on second, just like softball. But there's no expanded playoffs, only 10 teams as normal. The economics? Well, the players receive full prorated salaries, or about 37% of their usual take-home. And for safety measures, players and other staff not in the game have to sit in the stands at least 6 feet apart. And no celebratory contact like high fives or fist bumps or jumping or anything. Plus, no spitting, chewing tobacco, sunflower seeds, all that stuff outlawed. Plus, the players will be tested for the coronavirus at least twice. And they have to have negative tests necessary to return to play once they've been quarantined. But hey, there's going to be baseball. And finally, we've got a resolution.
We at least have a plan now. We have spring training to begin on July the 1st and games to begin on July 24th. Now at least we have something definitive, a plan, we have something in place, and that's all we've been asking for is just tell us what's going to happen next. And even though they didn't arrive at it in a very nice way, at least they got to it.
And golf star Brooks Koepka, he's among 5 players who are going to withdraw from this week's PGA Tour event in Cromwell, Connecticut. 2 caddies, including Koepka's own Ricky Elliott, have tested positive for COVID-19. Koepka, Elliott, and coach Claude Harmon were all initially clear when they arrived. However, after retesting, well, now we've got positive results, and that's when Elliott came up as one of them. Koepka is a 4-time major champion, and he says, quote, it'd be unwise for him to play out of respect for the rest of the field.
We're starting to get used to it. We understand what we're going through and what we're trying to do to create content for the live audience watching at TV. It's almost like we're playing practice rounds.
Without fans, it's in general, it's easier to win on the PGA Tour without fans is what I've seen the first couple weeks. Just without, it's easier to just be zoned in on pure golf.
And on this date in history, 10 years ago, we had one of the greatest tennis matches of all time take place between American John Isner and Nicholas Mahut. It wrapped up as the longest tennis match ever in recorded history, an absurd 11-hour, 5-minute marathon at Wimbledon that spanned 3 days as Isner took it home 6-4, 3-6, 6-7, 7-6, 70-68. Can you believe that? We'll be right back.